wonderful good day to you, my ladies and gentlemen, dear listeners and viewers, as well as friends and fans of our growing netizens network community. If the word netizens is still unknown to you, here is a brief explanation. It is derived from the word citizens and refers to internet citizens or net citizens, in short form, netizens. These are people like us who use the internet more and more. But more on that later, because first I would like to introduce myself to you. My name is Dieter Scheppeit, I am 60 years young, and I have been working for almost 40 years as an independent entrepreneur in the area of international sales structure. I have worked together with all kinds of people since I was young. I have held hundreds of seminars and lectures, met thousands of people, and of course gained a lot of experience in the field of sales activity. What does one do with so many years of experience in international sales activities in more than 100 countries around the world? Some do nothing anymore, others write a book, and I have decided to implement the NNC Media Network over the internet to pass on my extensive experience to you all. NNC is a company dedicated to the training in the area of network marketing, and it stands for Netizens Network Consulting. In this particular case, NNC stands for Netizens Network Collegiate and for our team as Netizens Network Community. My staff speaks 8 languages, so we are not only an international team, but our aim is to help you build up your business around the world. Times are changing and the media as well. I remember that 30 years ago, I recorded my first training in an audio cassette with the title Success for You. I released the cassette voluntarily at no charge. One could listen to it while driving in the car or wherever one had a cassette player. Today, 30 years later, we have at our disposal an extensive range of media that were then completely unknown to many of us. The platform has changed, but the basic laws of success have remained the same, and the title, Success for You, is your own voluntary choice. Yes, I repeat, it is all voluntary, and it depends entirely on your own free will. This is very important to note, since no one can force you to do anything. You are your own Chief Executive Officer of your own life. And now I wish you lots of fun and entertainment with my first theme, The Right Start, or 20 Minutes for Your Success. Welcome! With the training 20 Minutes for Your Success, I would like to introduce you not only to a modern and internet-based appropriate working model, but I also want to show you time and time again how much joy, fun and freedom such a business can bring with it. Please keep in mind that there is no other industry in the world that has produced so many millionaires around the world as the network marketing industry. These facts can be verified by you at any time. Just check with Google. So these are not fictitious statements made by any networker or sponsor. No special education or university degrees are necessary in order to succeed. But other very important qualities are required, and I will emphasize on them time and time again. These qualities you will really need in order to work successfully. I know you have heard that before, but sometimes people need to hear the same things 10 times before they sink in and before these are converted into actual deeds and become a part of your flesh and blood. So here again the basic requirements that you will need in order to achieve success in whatever you choose to do. Enthusiasm, perseverance, an increasingly positive attitude and body language, decision-making power, courage to try new ways, diligence, and not without any reason, it is said that in the long run, any enterprise has to have its own vision and slogan to which you really relate to and believe in. Only when you are convinced of what you do, you will act accordingly and succeed. My motto you already know, and it is time for action. So I say to you, it is the time to act, to do something. And what about you? Does your present life fulfill you in all respects? Work, occupation, income, quality of life, and physical fitness? If no, then the time to act and to do something has arrived for you too. Today you will learn the most important basic rules for a successful start in your new business. Our services as Netizens Network Consulting include counseling and support, as well as education and training. Our platform or stage is no longer a conference room in a hotel rented for lots of money, but the internet, and of course the person-to-person contact, which can also be done via the internet, since the latter offers multiple ways of free communication on an international level. What I will show you here is the basis of a home-based business set up to perfection. Our support is particularly based on the international sales development, and this makes absolute sense due to the limitless possibilities offered by the internet nowadays. For this particular option, our linguistic support will come to your aid, for example, in the form of three-way calls. More on this later. So then, if you have the correct and successful attitude, let us work together and really take off now. Let's get cracking, because the time to act has come. You only need to follow up a few steps in order to start your business successfully and to show your partners how they can achieve success using our working concept. True to the motto, showing by doing. Then this is also the guarantee for a long-term passive income, because that should be our common goal. However, before we talk about a passive income, we must ourselves first be active. First give and then take. You reap what you sow. These basics affect not only our branch of business, but also our lives. Obtaining daily successful recommendations is an activity that you can even exercise on a professional basis. And in the next few minutes, you will learn precisely how to apply the necessary tools for the important aspect of acquiring new customers in the referral marketing industry. From now on, start using all your media and social networks as means to inform all your contacts about your newly found opportunities to earn money, because this subject interests basically every person in the world. Show others what you're doing and how you're doing it. Inspire everyone around you. You probably know the old saying, if you do not do it, then others will, but it will be done in any case. In addition, use all types of modern communication tools available nowadays for your presentations within your recommendation circle. New ways mean crossing new frontiers. All this will only work with further constant training and change. And Accurate is available here for you with a great infrastructure already in place. Now let us go through the 7 steps to your success together, and you will see at the end of this short starter training that you will not only master these 7 steps, but you will also be able to understand how easy and effective our verified and tested successful concept can work for you too. Step number 1 can be carried out immediately, at least partially. Once you have decided which product or products best suit you, then register accordingly under the provided links. We will be happy to advise you and answer any questions you may have. Then check out this training several times in peace and quiet. You will notice that you will always find something new and come up with new ideas of how to start operating effectively. Make a list with the names of all the people you know, plus those you get to meet on a daily basis. Emphasis is placed on getting to learn as many people as possible every day. Contacts are the essence to any form of successful business. Get started today, create this list and extend it daily. This list will become your foundation for the establishment of a successful company. You are guaranteed to have between 150 and 200 names within your circle of acquaintances, such as former school friends, people you do sports with or share your hobbies with, anyone you may know who do some type of work for you, work colleagues, family members, plus the many acquaintances from the social networks where you're registered. Please keep in mind one very important issue. If you do not address these people, then there are others that will, but it will be done in any case. Be fast and focused. Many years ago, I have always said in my seminars that not the big eat the small, but the fast eat the slow. It's your life, your success, you are the CEO of your life, and only you can decide in which direction it will go for you and your family. And if someone tells you, oh, that's another one of those businesses where you should speak to your circle of acquaintances, then please think once about the following. How are the executive boards and management of well-known corporations made up and which control billions of dollars? It is all about having the right contacts. In these particular cases, the relationships were made over the years and used to the full. It starts at boarding school, university, economic forums, mutual acquaintances, etc. It is no different with us. Maybe the schools were not the same, or maybe instead of going to university we did an apprenticeship of some kind. However, the core remains the same. Everywhere we have met people, and everywhere we will meet people. People are the key to any success and the key to any successful referral marketing in the world. Look, for example, at the launch of Twitter in the stock exchange. Before, they never recorded a single profit. Money was invested in the company by daring investors, and now Twitter has a market value of billions of dollars. The same applies to WhatsApp and many other internet companies. It is we, the people, we, the netizens, that have made and are making these companies extremely rich. But now we have the chance to build up our own Twitter by tweeting about our new career opportunities within our recommendation circle. Tweeting is nothing else than spreading information. So start twittering now about your product or company to all the people you know and those you are about to get to know. Only this strategy and course of action will set the foundations and guarantee your long-term success. Here you can see an example of a contact list which I use myself as well as my other successful partners. The list of the people you know is your start potential, the basis for your scheduled and planned actions. The preparation is easy, and it is also fun to remember people and maybe contact them even after many years again. In addition, it brings a great deal of pleasure and satisfaction to show others the road to success and become their leaders. Rate these people according to the degree of your acquaintance and trust. That's why the smileys. Go through this list carefully because this list represents your future success. Contact first always the circle that is closest to you and marked with 3 smileys. If at the beginning you do not feel very comfortable when telephoning, you will at least be sure that your best friends will not get upset if you make a mistake. In addition, it is exactly the circle of people standing closest to you that should be the first to be given the opportunity to find out how they can also participate in a win-win concept and earn additional income. Afterwards, start contacting the circle of people marked with 2 smileys, and lastly, those with 1 smiley. Those contacts that you have with no smileys, eliminate them from the list. You need to spend precious time in involving the right people and not wasting time with time wasters. Step number 3. Much does who good does. Act true to this motto and call every day 3 people from your list, because these people need to be cared for and followed up with in-depth information after the first introductory call. Once you have managed to find out whom you should contact first, then give them a ring, because within this group of people you will be able to perfect your abilities and train together. And good friends will always forgive you a little slip of the tongue. So give him a ring and briefly let your counterpart feel your own enthusiasm. Tell them that you have found out something new and that you would like to share this knowledge with them. Then let that person know that immediately after the phone call, you will be sending an email with the presentation link and inform them to please take a look at it today. Don't forget to tell your contact to look in their spam folder, because sometimes it may happen that emails sent with special links end up in the junk mail because of its attachments. Step number 4. Now please forward per email the link with the presentation accompanied by a short email from you to the person you have just spoken to on the phone. If you are unsure how to formulate such an introductory email, we can help you with this. Do you want to have this email in several languages? No problem. We can provide you with all the templates you need. As previously informed, my team speaks 8 languages, and our aim is to help you succeed, because your success is also our success. We also have speakers available online every week, and we provide online live presentations together with live trainings via the internet, and all from the comfort of your home. We would provide you with all the dates for each event you wish to attend to. It is important to impart to your counterpart a sense of urgency. This is the way of doing business nowadays. Don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today. The competition nowadays is bigger than ever, and due to all this, it is not about exerting pressure, but ensuring a smooth development of business. Urgency in consumption is subtly presented to us every day in the form of well-known slogans repeated time and time again by large reputable companies such as Nike, Just Do It, IBM, Think, Microsoft, Your Potential, Our Passion. Also, you have the right to use all the marketing strategies available in the market nowadays. Remember, not the big eat the small, but the fast eat the slow. Step number 5. After you have sent the presentation to your contact, wait 24 hours and then call them up and try to find out what their reaction is. This is very important in order to determine the next course of action to take. You will notice in their reaction or behavior what the reaction is. For example, if your clients say, "Okay, I like the idea, I am going to join in," then help him or her register immediately. If your client says, "I don't know yet, I'm not sure," then immediately suggest the following. "Okay, don't worry, I have a better idea that will help you better understand the project. Let us make an appointment to talk about this in detail with one of our most successful leaders in Europe over Skype, and then arrange a 3-way conference that is to be attended in this case by your client, you and me as top leader." This is one of the most effective ways to succeed, and it is pure power. We leave no one alone who wants to really and truly achieve success in our industry. Power management is a must in any business, whether in advertising, entertainment, industry, or politics. And this applies to us as well, because we are an ever-increasing part of the international economic scene. So act now, since the time for scheduled activities has also come for you. Act, but always with existing facts and not with exaggerations. Act with the vision and ability to generate more income and a better quality of life. Let's do it together so that these visions can come true for you and every member of our team. In this 6th step, although I have already mentioned this before, I would like to emphasize on this point, since this could be one of the most important components of success for you. The 3-way conference call via Skype between you, your recommendation and your upline, or even with me, is a must. Skype offers the perfect platform, and this communication tool is for free. Such a conference would take a maximum of 15 minutes. It is short, effective and to the point. In it, you first introduce and talk about your recommender as the person who introduced you to this business and helped you out. Immediately afterwards, you pass the word to your recommender or to me. The speed of action, the quality of our work, and the possibility of making money are all presented to your contact with positive energy. And as mentioned earlier, do you have any contacts abroad but speak their language only superficially? No problem. My team speaks a total of 8 languages, and therefore we can also assist you in your international sales development. Use this tool for your success, and you know that this is true. If you don't talk to these people yourself, then they will be addressed by others. We have now reached the last step towards your success, and this is, like everything else, very simple. Show your new business partner the short starter training. The circle has been closed and starts anew. If you apply the simplicity of success consistently, then you will achieve all your goals. My experience, collected over the past 40 years, shows one thing. The hardest aspect of these simple steps lies in its own consistency, that is to say, to follow these steps in exactly the same manner time and time again. My advice to you at this point: do not deviate from this method of working, remain on this path, and if you follow these steps consistently, your success is guaranteed. Here, we would simply like to emphasize the following. No matter what you do in this life, without effort and work from your side, there will be no benefits of any kind. The examples shown are typical for many of those who failed in the network marketing industry and put the blame in the business itself. We all heard the saying, "Together we are strong." Indeed, and network marketing is a teamwork, so we all have to help each other instead of mob each other. Again, we can show you the way, but you will have to pave the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I have mentioned this at the beginning, but would like to stress its importance once again, simply because it is a real fact. There is no other industry at the moment in the world that has produced so much wealth, success and millionaires like the multi-level marketing network marketing industry. This information can be verified by you through the internet at any time. No special studies are required, and this business sector is open to anyone without prejudices of any kind. Simply do it, like Simeon says so well, because simple is simply simple. Almost at the end of this training, please allow me to share a few thoughts with you about the reasons to change something in life. I personally have the view that we have only one life and our challenge is to make the best of it. Many people, however, do not do it, although they would like to, maybe due to a lack of motivation, lack of insight, or lack of self-confidence. Honestly, I do not know, but one thing I know perfectly well. There are plenty of reasons to change, and only you can find these. More success means more money, more pleasure, and a better quality of life. Fact is that we offer a solution to all people around the world. Do you really need more reasons to finally start? We have as partners a lot of somewhat elderly men and women in our sales department. This is very good because the older generation are adapting themselves to the new times, can use the internet, and I include myself in this active group since in a few weeks I will be 60 myself. Poverty in old age is a hot topic nowadays, and not only in the developed countries in Europe. Many people are forced to engage themselves in activities even after many decades of hard work in order to have at least a little better quality of life. We offer another way. You just have to use this opportunity. Yes, even for me it's time to change something in my life, so I just have to do what is required. Every change begins first with yourself, because if you stay as you are and do everything exactly as before, then everything will remain as it is. That's it from my side, and I thank you for listening to me during these 20 minutes. Since this training is not just for Acquit partners, these steps should be followed by all networkers today in order to succeed in their field of work. I also know that many people who do not work with Acquit will watch this training. And I would like to take this opportunity to particularly appeal to these people in this last page of this initial training, because Acquit has much to offer. What makes Acquit so unique? Acquit works with a product that has no competition and no parallels. We have the ability to work in a market without limits and without restrictions, because every person in the world pursues the possession of gold. We are here for you and to help you. We will show you new ways of success. We leave no question unanswered. We have the experience in the fields of international sales structure and e-commerce. We are a team of like-minded people because we all have the same goals. Success with Acquit means success in life. Success means prosperity, improved quality of life, and a long-term residual income utilizing the technologies offered to you by us. Let's work together. You can do it, and we will not leave you alone. Contact us, and of course, we will keep your application strictly confidential, since confidentiality is a natural thing for us, especially if you're working in another job or with another network product. I would like to end this short training with a sentence that has accompanied me for decades and which I always like to share in my trainings. The successful are those that do things that the less successful abstain from doing.